So I know it's been a little while since I've told my story. I know I share a lot of stories of what these products can do for other people, and I've shared my story too, but I wanted to kind of redo that and share it again since it's been a little bit since I have talked about it. So I'll just start from the very beginning. The main reason why I started these products was to help with my PCOS. So if you have any sort of hormone imbalance or any sort of hormone issue, whether that's endometriosis, PCOS, anything like that, I didn't realize that there was more natural, holistic ways to treat that. I was on tons of different prescriptions and to help with that, and they all had major side effects. I was basically swapping my symptom for a different side effect. And then also just even going back to when I first, realized that I had it, had to go to the ER because cysts were rupturing. It was just a huge mess, and I just wanted to find something that I could see relief from. I told my husband we were in the middle of trying to have a baby, and I told him, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I don't feel like myself, I feel like a different person. And so that was like the moment at which I decided to try these products. Some other things that I was kind of dealing with and experiencing was super, super low energy. I was a hairstylist, a full-time hairstylist, and really honestly all of my adult life I had really low energy. I took naps often. Every single Sunday I took a nap, and it wasn't because I just wanted to kind of use it as a way to recharge. I personally don't like taking naps, but that was what I was so tired I had to. I heavily relied on caffeine, Dr. Pepper, coffee, anything like that to kind of keep me going. I was using because I was so tired all the time that if I didn't come 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I would be exhausted and I would need something to kind of give me a boost. And then another thing that I really struggled with before I started was bloating. And that one is like, I posted recently on my story this meme that said, I was like, wake up, in the morning, have a super flat stomach, and then eat a breadcrumb. Looks like you're pregnant with twins. And when I saw it, I laughed, but then I was like, that was so me. Like, that was me. And I would get stressed out if I had like something that I wanted to go to that I had bought a certain outfit for. I mean, just small things, but it affected me because I, was self-conscious. And that was something that I would try to control it by what I ate. I would try to eat better if I had something coming up, or I would try to, do whatever to help myself not have bloating, but it never was predictable. I never could fully help it. And then once I started taking the products and seeing the way that being balanced helps with that, I was amazed. That was probably the first thing I noticed was my bloating starting to like consistently be gone. Like in the morning it would be good, and then I would go throughout the day and I'd be like, oh wait, I'm not getting any more bloated. It's not happening today. And so that was really, really encouraging. And then also seeing the more energy. I remember with one of the first days was I didn't have a Dr. Pepper, and I was like, it's 5 o'clock, I haven't had Dr. Pepper yet. And just realizing that I didn't need that anymore to kind of keep me going, I was like, oh my goodness, I don't need to rely on caffeine. I'm able to go through my day. I used to also go to bed at the same time that my daughter would. Like, I would be so tired that come, her bedtime, I would go to bed too because just was exhausted from the day. And I was able to stay up more, hang out with Nat more, and just have the energy to feel like I was living, my life to the fullest. One of the things that I hear the most from people who are on these products and get started is they'll say, before I was living like maybe at 60%, maybe 50%, maybe 60 is generous, or maybe 70%. But now I feel like I'm able to live at 100%. And it's hard to explain the ways you feel and like what's going on the inside and how it affects you on the outside. But that is one of my favorite things to hear is when people say they feel like they're living at more of 100%. And then finally, my PCOS, that has been a journey. It's been years and years of, poor gut health, having to kind of correct that. But I'm able to not be on those medications anymore ultimately, and the pain that normally comes with that, my cycle, is not there. So that's been huge. And that's just a little glimpse into my story. I hope it's been encouraging. Maybe somebody's connected with it. My husband, Nat, dealt with severe, he had gluten intolerance, digestive issues, and has seen complete relief from that. He went to the endoscopy and colonoscopy to see what's going on. They thought that there was something major going on. They ultimately told him that because of his poor digestive health, his scarring is that of like a 50 or 60-year-old man. And that can increase esophageal cancer. That can come with a lot of different things. And so he was at the point too that he was like, wow, I've got to fix something. And they always say doctors are the worst patients. It's 100% true, y'all. I had to drag him to get him to go to the doctor. And I know this story is about me and not him, but he's got a totally different story from using these products too. So if you're interested in that or have digestive health that you're, wondering if it can be fixed through this, it totally can. And he's a living proof of that. So, but I hope you guys have a great Sunday, and thank you so much for watching my story, and hopefully it's touched one of you, or maybe one of you have connected with it. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great week.